Okay, guys, now see here. Today we are going to study about the lesson perimeter, which is your first chapter of the grade 10 max. Okay, so now if you take your normal O level paper, okay, normally if you are going to take your O level max paper, okay, you all should know the structure of your O level paper. Okay, so if you take the structure of your O level paper, you all know that you all have two parts, like you can say two papers. What are those papers that you have? You have the paper 1. Okay, you have the paper 1, and then you have the paper 2. Okay, and then you have the paper 2. And if you take your paper 1, okay, if you take your paper 1, say me, it is divided into another two more parts. It is divided into two more parts. What are the parts? You have part A, and then you have part B. Okay, part B. Again, if you take paper 2, it also has two parts. What are the two parts that you have? You have the part A, and then you have the part B here also. Okay. Now, normally if you take your O-level paper, okay, normally if you take your O-level paper, what's the time duration it takes for you? It will take around 5 hours for you to complete the OL paper. They will give you 5 hours. Out of that, they have given you two papers. What are the two papers? Paper 1 and the paper 2. So, to do or to complete your paper 1, how many hours do you all need? You all need around 2 hours. You all need around 2 hours to complete this paper 1. And to complete your paper 2, you all need around 3 hours. You all need around 3 hours. Now, if you take here paper 1, I told you all that it is divided into part A and part B. And if you take the part A, they will give you around 25 questions. Okay, they will give you around 25 questions. And then if you take your one question, it equals to how many marks? It equals to 2 marks. Remember that your one question equals to 2 marks. And then if one question equals to 2 marks, then if you have 21 questions, how many minutes will it take? 25. You have to multiply it by 2. If you multiply 25 by 2, you will get how much? 50 marks. So your marks for the part A is 50 marks, because one question equals to 2 marks. Then you have around 25 questions, so that your 25 questions equals to how many marks? It is 50 marks. Okay, then if you take here, I told you, right, that you have another part, which is part B. In this part B, remember that they have given you around 5 questions. They have given you around 5 questions. In that 5 questions, if you take one question, how many marks it is? 10 marks. Remember, it is 10 marks. And then if you take there, you have around how many questions? You have around 5 questions. So if you take 5 questions there, okay, so if you take 5 questions there, then what can you say? How much is the marks that you can take for 5 question? One question equals to 10 marks, means then 5 questions equals to 5 multiply it by 10. 5 multiplied by 10, you will get around how many marks? Then 50 marks. You will get around 50 marks here in your part B as well. Okay, you will get around 50 marks in your part B as well. And remember, here in the part A and here in the part B of your paper 1, all the questions has to be done in the paper itself. All the question has to be done in the paper itself. And you have to do all the questions in the part A, which means you have to do all the 25 questions. And then when it comes to part B, you have to do all the 5 questions that are given. That means here 25 questions, there are 5 questions. Then how much marks will you get? In the part 1, you will get 50 marks. Part 2, you will get 50 marks. Then you will get around how many marks in total of your part 1 paper? That is 100 marks. You will get around 100 marks in your paper 1. And then all the questions are compulsory. You have to do part A fully, all the 25 questions. On the paper itself, they have given you some space. You have to do the answer within that space given. And when it comes to part B, also you have to do it fully. All the questions are compulsory. That means all 5 questions has to be completed. And then if you take regarding the space, they have given the space, you have to completely answer within that space given there. That means paper 1 is fully on the paper itself. You have to compulsorily do all the questions from part A and part B. Okay, and the time taken or the time given is 2 hours. Then what can you all do here is that if they have given you 2 hours, regarding the time, if we take, they have given you 2 hours, means what can you do here is we are going to now separate this time separately for part A and then for part B. Okay, for part A and for part B, we are going to separate it. So when you are separating it, you have to take 1 hour for part A and 1 hour for part B. If you take 1 hour for part A, how many minutes do you have there? You have around 60. 60 minutes are there. When you have 60 minutes given for part A and 60 minutes which are given for part B, now what should you think? 60 minutes given for part A and 60 minutes given for part B. Now let's go through the part A and see for one question, how much time should I give or how much time should you all give? You all have to think about it. What can you all do? Here you have around 60 minutes, no, and you have around how many questions? 25 questions. Then within the 60 minutes, you have to complete all the 25 questions. Means divide this 60 by 25. Then how much will you get for one question? Huh? Then how much will you all get for one question? You will get around 2.4 minutes. You will get around how many minutes? You will get around 2.4 minutes when it comes to your part A, one question time, which is 2.4 minutes. Okay. And then, even though they say 2.4 minutes, you can just take 2 minutes for one question. And then you can take those remaining 4 seconds useful for the other questions which are hard. Use those remaining 4 seconds for those hard ones and take 2 minutes for one question or even 1 minute. But if you take correct way to do a paper in your part A, okay, in your part A, you should always take 2.4 minutes for a questions. Okay, for a question, 2.4 minutes. And then now go to the part B. Part B also they take or they give you around 60 minutes. So when they give you around 60 minutes, what should you all do? You all have to see how many questions do you all have? 5 questions. Then what will you do here? When it comes to this, you have around 60 minutes, 1 hour, and then you have to complete around 5 questions. Means for one question, how many minutes should you take? For that, take 60 and divide by 5. You will get how much time should you need or you should need for a question. That is how much? That is 12 minutes. Okay, you all should take around 12 minutes for one question in your part B. Okay, if you take 12 minutes for one question, then you can finish this part B within 1 hour or within 60 minutes. Okay, always make sure to use 12 minutes. Okay, always make sure to use 12 minutes and finish it off. Okay, and then now let's go towards paper 2. If you take paper 2, here you are going to divide paper 2 into two parts. What are the two parts you have? You have part A and you have part B. You have part A and then you have part B. So part A if you take here and part B, if you take both together, all together, they will give you around 12 questions. They will give you around 12 questions in the part A and part B together. Okay, in part A and part B together, which means in your paper 2, you will have around 12 questions. You will have around 12 questions from that. Okay, from that, if you take in part A, they will give you 6 questions, and in part B, they will give you 6 questions. Okay, girls, they will give you 6 questions. Then what should you do here? Then what should you do here? From part A, you have to select. Have to select and answer only 5 questions. Only 5 questions you have to answer. And even in part B, you have to only answer how many questions? Only 5 questions. Not more than that. That means totally in your paper 2, how much questions should you finish? Total, you should finish around 10 questions. It's important for you to finish around 10 questions. But how many questions are you all avoiding or not selecting? 2 questions. You all can leave around 2 questions. But in part A, they will give you 6 questions. You have to choose only 5 questions. But you can leave any one question in part A. And when it comes to part B, there also they will give you around 6 questions, and you all have to leave only one question and select any 5 questions that you all wish. Okay, totally in paper 2, you all have to answer around 10 questions. And when it comes to the time management, oh, let's go to the marks. When it comes to the marks, okay, so for one in paper 2 for one question, the marks allocated would become how much? How will you calculate it? Oh, let's say the marks that is given is already given. How much is it? That is 10 marks. You all don't have to calculate. So the marks given for one question in paper 2 is 10 marks. So if you take one question 10 marks, you have around how many questions? You have around 10 questions. When you have around 10 questions, then what will you do? You have to multiply 10 by 10. Then how much total marks can you get? You will get around 100 marks. Remember that you will get around 100 marks when it comes to one question. If it is 10 marks, then you're going to do around 10 questions. Then how much will become your marks? You will get around. Remember that you will get around how many marks? 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. So in Yeah, in paper 2, you will get around how many marks in total? That is 100 marks. Okay, 100 marks. 100 marks. And then if you get 100 marks in paper 2 and here 100 marks in paper 1, then totally how much marks is your paper? Your paper is around 200 out. Sorry, your paper is around how much? 200 marks. Your paper is around 200 marks. Don't forget it. What's your total marks for your O level mathematics paper? It is around 200 marks. It's 200 marks. Total is 200. Okay. Now here if you take paper 2, I told that in paper 2, time management, let's see about that. It will take around how much time? 3 hours. When you take if like 3 hours given for a paper 2, how can you separate it for part A and the part B of the paper? That is y'all are going to, okay, that is y'all are going to take part A and part B. How much hours? 3 hours. So when it is 3 hours given for your part paper 2, then it is equals to how many minutes? 1 hour equals to 60 minutes means, then if you all want to take 3 hours, what can you do? 3 hours, what can you do? 60, you all have to multiply it by 3. So if you multiply 6 by 3, how much will you get? 180 minutes. You will get around 180 minutes. So your total duration for your paper 2 is how much? It is 180 minutes. When it is 180 minutes, now you have to do how many questions? You have to do around 10 questions. You have to do 10 questions. When you all have to do 10 questions, and if they have given you 180 minutes in total, then for one question, how much time is it allocated? How can you find it? Take your total time, which is 180, and you have to complete around 10 questions. So divide 180 by 10. So how much will you all get? Two zeros cut. So you will get around 18 minutes. 18 minutes for one question. You will get around 18 minutes for you to complete one question in paper 2. Okay, one question if you want to complete, you know your paper 2 consists of 3 hours. So you have to complete around 10 questions. So 3 hours means how many minutes? It is 180 minutes. So 180 minutes, within that time you have to complete how many questions? That is 10 questions. So you will divide 180 by 10. If you divide 180 by 10, how much will you all get? You will get 18 minutes for one questions. 18 minutes for one question. Okay, then you have to answer around 10 questions. One question, it will become how many minutes? You have to for surely, okay, I'll have to surely take around 18 minutes. Okay, 18 minutes for a question. It's important. Why am I saying like this? You have to take this much of time, that much of time, because you all know, right? When it comes to an OL paper, you all not only need to know the syllabus, or not only you all need to know about how to answer a question, or how to, know the method and all, but you all also need something known as time management with your syllabus knowledge, past paper practice. Plus, you all need an important concept, another one, which is time management. You all really need time management. If not, no matter how much of knowledge you all have about this subject, it's of no use because you all won't be able to finish it in the correct time. Then you will struggle. Even knowing every question properly, you all won't have enough time to finish it off. Okay, it's a lost. Okay, so you can say it's a waste of time, right? Like if you can't finish it off in proper time, then no use of doing everything. Did you understand? So always remember that along with your theory knowledge, along with your revision, along with your past paper practice, make sure to add this thing known as time management, where you all are finishing a whole paper within the given time. Okay. So as I told you, I hope you understand. For one question in paper 1, part A, you have to use 2.4 minutes. Okay. Out of 25 question, for one question, use around 2.4 minutes. And for part B, in paper 1, you have to use around 12 minutes for one question. You have 5 questions, no? For one question, take around 12 minutes. And when it comes to the time, you have to take what? In the paper 2, for part A and part B together, you have to do 10 questions. So for one question, you have to take around how much time? 18 minutes. If you follow this properly when you are doing the paper, then you won't be at lost. Okay, you won't be at loss. Okay, so always make sure to follow this. Okay, and another one I wanted to say about this paper is that now I told your marks, your total marks, paper marks is 200. Now, some people might have this confusion how to calculate my marks, right? Okay, now I'll teach. Now, let's say that now you have around, let's say you have scored around 30. Okay, or let's say you have scored around 30. Okay, 30 is good. If I take 30 out of this paper 200, okay, out of this 200 score paper, you have taken how much? 30. That means now you have to see how much marks can you take out of 100. Out of 230 means out of 100, how much can you take? If you want to take it easily, logically, if you think 30 is out of 200 means, then it should be 15 out of 100. Why? Because 200 is full, 100 is half of this 200. If 100 is half of 200, and for 200 itself 30 marks means for 100 it should be half of 30, which is 15. Otherwise, if you think no, I want to know that proper formula or equation kind of stuffs, then you can do something like this, where you are going to take 30, your marks that you took out of the total marks 200, multiply it by 100, then you can get your total marks. How? Here, cancel this 0 and this 0, this 0 and this 0. Then 30 divided by 2 is how much? 2 divided by 2 is 1. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So your marks will be 15 out of 100. 15 out of 100. Did you understand? You have to take the marks you obtained and take the total marks, multiply it by 100. Okay, multiply it by 100, then you can get your marks out of 100. Did you understand? You can get the marks out of 100. That's how I took the marks of this. Okay, otherwise I told logically 30 is the full marks out of 200, half of it is 100. So 30 is full means half of it will become 50. But if you all feel difficult, like point and stuffs are coming, anything, then you all can do this. Let's say you have taken around, okay, let's say that you have taken around 160 out of, yeah, let's say that you have taken around 160 out of 200, then what can you understand? Then what can you understand? You are going to take how much around 100? Try to multiply and take it by 100. Okay, cancel this 0 and this 0, this 0 and this 0. And then 160 divided by 2 is how much? 2 divided by 2 is 1. 16 divided by 2 is how much? 8 and 0 remaining. So 0, put it here. So what's your marks? 80. 80 will become your marks. Did you understand? Always remember this. Okay, girls, I hope you all understood the paper structure, how to, manage the time, how much is the marks, how much time should I give for one question, and out of total, how much should I take so that I will get these marks out of 100, like that, and all of those stuffs. I hope you all understood. Okay, now let's go through our lesson. Okay, so what am I going to do today is that basically what I will do here is uh, yeah, I will be actually teaching you all about the perimeter, and let's do few questions, and then after that let's do the past paper questions related to this perimeter. Okay. Now see here, if you take perimeter is your first chapter in your grade 10. Okay, now let's go through the first one. That is, if you take a perimeter, okay, what is known as a perimeter? What is known as a perimeter? Remember that perimeter means, always remember, perimeter means, let's say I am taking any figure. Okay, I'm taking any closed figure in the sense the shapes or the figures which are closed. Okay, which are closed, like rectangles, square, circle, triangle. All of those are considered as a closed figure. All of those are considered as a closed figure. Okay. So when they are a closed figure, now to calculate perimeter, what should we do? We have to see what is the distance that you will get outside this closed plane figure. What is the distance that you will get outside these closed plane figures? That means the total length which you get outside a closed plane figure. Okay, now if you take here, let's say I have taken here 2, here 2, here 3, here 3. So I have to take the length of all these, okay, numbers. I have to take the length of all these sides, and I have to add it all together. I have to add it all together to get the what? To get the outer distance of this rectangle. To get the outer distance of this rectangle. That means let's say here 2 plus here 3 plus again here 2 again here 3. And it will give you around how much? 2 plus 2, 4, and 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 will give you how much? 10 centimeter, let's say. Okay, 10 centimeter. Did you understand? So what is a perimeter? You are going to take a closed plane figure, and if you take the closed plane figure, the distance that you get here, this distance that we get distance that we get outside this closed plane figure is known as a perimeter. Perimeter means the distance of the outer closed plane figures. Distance of the outer closed plane figures, or even you can say the total length of the outer closed plane figures. Okay, it's just that outside a figure there will be certain measurements, length, even you have to add all of it together. Okay, now let's go and see the proper one. Okay, see here the distance. What is the perimeter? Perimeter means it is a distance of outer closed plane figures. Now let's go through the perimeter of all of certain plane figures which you all studied in your grade 9 and all. Okay, so like let's go through the basics, like an introduction to this perimeter. Let's go through those plane figures and find the perimeters. Now I'm taking one now I'm taking one shape. What is it? I'm going to take a rectangle. When I'm taking a rectangle, remember that when I'm taking a rectangle, now normally how can you like find a perimeter for rectangle? Before doing that, you have to know about a rectangle. What is a rectangle? Rectangle means all the opposite figures will be equal in rectangle. All the opposite sides are equal in rectangle. That means, let's say here A, B, C, D. So this opposite side will become equal to this opposite side. Okay, this CD will become opposite to AB, no? So CD becomes equals to AB. CD becomes equals to AB, which means the opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. So for an example, if I say here, if it is 4 centimeter, then what will happen to this AB? AB will also become 4 centimeter. That's because in a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal to each other. And then again here, what is this long side known as? This long side known as a length. This is also a length. But what is this short side known as? This short side is known as a breadth. It is known as a breadth. Okay, so what about this breadth? The breadth or width, both are same. So what can we say about this breadth? Here it is also what? Opposite to each other, no? This is also opposite to each other. When they are opposite to each other, these sides are opposite to each other, then what can we say? Then this side is also opposite to this side. This side is also like AC is equals to BD. AC equals to BD. So both the sides are equal because these are also opposite to each other. Okay, so what can you say? This length is becoming equal to this length, and then this breadth is becoming equal to this breadth. Let's say here it's 2 centimeter here for the breadth. Here also it will become 2 centimeter automatically. Why? Because the opposite sides are equal to each other. Did you understand? So now shall we come towards the perimeter? Perimeter is the distance of the outer closed plane figures. So whatever outside length, okay, whatever outside length we have to add all of it together. So what can we do? Here, what is this known as? This is length. So I'll add without taking the measurements, without taking 4 centimeter, 2 centimeter. I'll take this length to show the formula for you. So this upper length, you have to add it with this breadth plus B. Okay, I'm not, for length I will say L, and for breadth I will say B. So length plus breadth plus another length is here, plus length, plus here another breadth is here. Right, then length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. What can you do here? Whatever same ones, or you can say similar terms, you have to add it. Length and length, I can add it. Length plus length, I'll make it together. Plus breadth and breadth also I can add here. B plus B. Now say me, L plus L will give you how much? L plus L will give you how much? It will give you around 2L. Plus B plus B will give you how much? 2B. Sorry. It will give you around 2B. Then 2L plus 2B. Can I make it like a little bit smaller? Okay, like simplifying it. To simplify, what can we do? Simplify means you're making something smaller by taking all the common ones out. So in this 2L and in the 2B, what is the common number that you have? You have 2 as the common because L and B are different. So I'm taking 2 here. I'm opening my brackets. Here I have L. I'm putting the L plus. Here I have taken the 2 already here. So I'm going to take the B here and put the B here and close my brackets. Then what is your formula when it comes to the perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter of a rectangle, what is the formula? It is 2L plus B within the brackets. 2L plus B. This is the formula which you all have to use when it comes to the perimeter of a rectangle. What is it? 2L plus B. Now here you don't have to keep on adding everything. See, we can just put the formula P equals to 2L plus B and I will say 2. And what is the length here I got? 4 centimeter. I will put 4 here. Okay, so I will put 4 here plus what is my breadth I got here? 2 centimeter. So I will add that 2 centimeter and I will close it. Then 2, what does brackets mean, girls? So brackets means you have to take multiplication. It means multiplication. So 2 I'm going to multiply it by 4. Then how much will it give? 8 plus this 2 I am going to multiply it by 2. 2 into 2s are how much? It is 4. Then how much is the total? 8 plus 4 will give you 12 centimeters. So your your perimeter of a rectangle is how much? It is 12 centimeter. So what was the formula you used? Perimeter of a rectangle equals to 2L plus B. Did you all understand? Yes. Okay. Now let's go to the second one. What is it? Let's go to the second one. The second closed plane figure I can take here is, what is it? Square. Okay. It can become a square. So when it comes to square, what can you say? It's just like your rectangle only, but only difference is about the length. Okay, let's see here. In rectangle, what happened? Another thing I forgot to say here is in rectangle, all the four sides are, all the four angles are equal to each other. In a rectangle, all the four angles are equal to each other, which means one angle is 90, 90, 90, 90. Okay, one angle is 90. Okay. So all the four angles are equal. Square also it is the same. All the four angles are what? All the four angles are equal in a square. That's the similarity or the same thing that you have between the rectangle and the square. All the four angles are equal. But one and only difference that we have is in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. While if you take a square, you can say that all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal in a square. In a square, all the sides are equal. Okay, so when it is equal, let's say how to find the perimeter, then the total length I have to take it here. How to take the total length? I'll say here I am taking one side as A. If I am taking one as A, all the sides are equal means here also I will get A. Here also A. Here also A. Then to find the perimeter, to find the perimeter of a square, what should you do? You have to take all these A's and add it together. A plus, A plus, A plus A. It will give you how much? 4A. 4A. So when you are going to calculate the perimeter, okay, perimeter of a square, you can use 4A as your formula to calculate the perimeter of a square. Always remember that. Let's say here I'm taking in the square, okay. Let's say in this square I am taking the length of a square is like here I'll take here one is 4 centimeter. Then how much will I get here also? All the places, all the three sides you will get around 4 centimeter. Here also 4 and 4. Then if I am going to do that using a formula, what can you do? You can say perimeter equals to take this 4 and multiply it by A. Multiply it by A. What is A here? It is 4 centimeter. I have given value. It is 4 centimeter. So take this 4 and multiply it by one length of a side, which is 4. If you multiply by one length of a side, and if you multiply it by the 4 given here, then how much will you get? 4 into 4s are 16 centimeter. More than adding all 4 together, if I use this formula, it will be convenient or it will be easy for you all to take the perimeter of a square. Where use the formula perimeter equals to 4A, where 4 multiplied by length of a one side, length of a side, which is 4 centimeter. Multiply it, so you will get around 16 centimeter. Right? These are the basics you all have studied. Okay, now we are just revising it. Now again, let's go through the third closed figure, which can become your triangle. Okay, which can be your triangle. When it comes to triangle, there are three types of triangles, guys. Three types of triangles. Okay, like you have something known as equilateral triangle. Okay, you have something known as an equilateral triangle, and then another one which you can say here is isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle, and the other one is your what? Other one will become your, yeah, other one will become your scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. You have equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and then you have scalene triangle. So if you take equilateral triangle, these are the triangle where you have all the three sides of the triangle are equal. All the three sides are equal. Okay, that means normally let's take that you have an triangle. In that triangle here, if it is 3 centimeter, then all the three sides are equal. Means, what can you say about this side? It is also 3. Okay, it is also 3 centimeter. And here also it is 3 centimeter. Okay, then to get the perimeter of this equilateral triangle, what can you do? You have to add you all have to add all the three side length. Okay, you can say you are going to take the sum of the lengths of all the three sides. You can say if you want to get the perimeter of a triangle, you can add the sum of the lengths of all the three sides. Like here 3 means add another 3 plus another 3. It will give you how much? 3 plus 3 6. 6 plus 3 will give you how much? 9. So your answer will become 9 centimeter. Don't forget the unit, because no matter whatever you do, if you lose your unit, then the marks will become half. Okay. Now you know that in an equilateral triangle, what happens? All the three sides are equal. So when you're going to take the perimeter of equilateral triangle, you have to take all the three sides and add all of it together. Only thing is that all are going to be the same, because all the three sides are equal. When it comes to I, and then another one is all the three angles are also equal. 60, 60 and 60. All three angles are also equal. Now when it comes to isosceles triangle, here what happens is only two sides are equal while the other side is not equal. Two sides are equal. Two sides are equal. That means, what can you say? If you're going to take the perimeter, here let's say that here 2 centimeter means here also 2 centimeter. But okay, but what about this side? It is going to become 6 centimeter. It's going to become 6 centimeter, which is different from the other two sides. Did you understand? When it comes to isosceles triangle, two sides are only equal while the other side is different. So to get the perimeter, you have to, what should you do? To get the perimeter, you have to take the sum of the all three sides. How can you take the sum of the all three sides? That is, add 2 plus 2 plus 6. It will give you how much? 4 plus 4, sorry, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10 centimeter. Did you all understand? In an isosceles triangle, only two sides are equal while the other side is different. And when it comes to scalene triangle, here what will happen is that when it comes to a scalene triangle, here, yeah, all the three sides are all the three sides are unequal, or you can say not equal. Okay, here it's different, here it's different, and here also it is different. All the three sides are what? All the three sides are not equal, not equal while they are different. That means here it will be like 2 centimeter. Here it will become around 4 centimeter. Okay, and then here it will be around 5 centimeter. All are different. 2, 4, 5. Now to find the perimeter, what will you be doing? You will be basically adding all these three together. How? Perimeter equals to 2 plus, okay, 4 plus 5. Then how much will you all get? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. So your answer will become 11 centimeter. Your answer will become 11 centimeter. Now, did you all understand? When it comes to a triangle, finding the perimeter is different according to the type of the triangle you have been given. If they have given you an equilateral triangle, all the three sides will become equal. You don't have to worry about anything. If they have given 3 in one side, all the other two are also 3 centimeter only. And you can add and get the answer, the perimeter. Isosceles triangle means where you're only having the two sides of the triangle being equal, while the other one is different. To get the perimeter, add all three and get the answer. And when it comes to a scale in triangle, all the three sides are not equal. Or you can say all the three sides are different. Okay, so if you want to find the perimeter of a scale in triangle, add all the three sides length they have given and find the answer. Did you all understand? Okay. Now the uh, let's go towards the other closed figure. What is it? It is going to become your circle. Okay, it's going to be your circle. Where if you take a circle, remember, if you take a circle, you know, right, what is a radius? You know, right, what is a radius? When it comes to a radius, if you take a point, you know, this is the center point. From the center, if you drag a straight line towards the point on the circle, that line, straight line, is known as your radius. What is a radius? Radius means from the center. Okay, this is your center. From your center, if you are dragging or taking a straight line towards a point on the circle, then you call it as the radius. This straight line is a radius, and this line is a radius. Radius. Okay. So, if you are going to find the perimeter of a circle, you should know something known as what? Circumference. Circumference means, remember that circumference means the total length of this circle is known as a circumference. Always remember, circumference means the total length of the circle is known as circumference. Or the perimeter of the circle is equals to what? Perimeter of the circle equals to the circumference. Now, from here to here, whatever length you get, okay, whatever length you get, that perimeter of that circle is known as what? Is known as your circumference. So perimeter of a circle and circumference both are same because you are taking the total length of a circle. Now perimeter of a circle is equals to how much? 2 pi r. Circumference of a, sorry, or perimeter of a circle both are same. Are equals to 2 pi r. It equals to 2 pi r. Always remember to use this formula to calculate your perimeter of a circle or a circumference of a circle. Okay. Where let's say that here they have given a radius of around 7 centimeter. This 2, you know, what is this between one they have given? This is known as a pi. This is known as pi, like a symbol they have given. So this pi holds a value. One is in fraction format, other one is in decimal format. Most of the time they will give you the fraction format. So you have to use that. Sometimes they will give decimal. If they say so, use it. But most of the time fraction. So what is the value for pi? It is, you shouldn't put pi. You have to use this value instead of pi. What is it? Pi equals to 22 over 7. Pi equals to 22 over 7. No need to do anything. Just go and put this instead of putting that pi. Okay. If they say use this, but sometimes very rarely they will give you this value which is 3.14. Okay, 3.14. Okay, did you understand? Mostly they will give pi equals to 22 over 7. So when you all are using this pi to find the value, use this 22 over 7. For r, you can use radius, 7 centimeter. R means radius. Now, how to find the perimeter? Put it equals to 2 pi r. 2 into how much is pi? 22 over 7 into how much is your radius? 7. Now what can you do? You can cancel it off. Don't go to multiply and take a big answer. Then you will get confused and you will get the wrong answer only. Okay, so do like this. Simplify. Make it smaller. Okay, bottom ones and top ones, cut it off. You can do the division there. Cut all the below ones with the upper ones. You can cancel it off like that. What can you do here? Here 7, no. 7 and 7 you can divide by 7. One time. And then 2 and 22 are in the numerator, top. So you can't cancel anything. So what's the answer then? 2 into 22 are 2 twos are 4, 2 twos are 4. Then it is 44 centimeter is your answer for your radius. Okay, 22 centimeter is the answer for your radius. How did you answer for your perimeter? So your perimeter equals to how much? So the perimeter equals to 44 centimeter. So always remember when it comes to perimeter of a circle, or we call it as a circumference also. Okay, where always remember to use the formula 2 pi r, where 2 into pi means 22 over 7 into radius they will give, find it. Okay, that's how you find the perimeter of a circle. Okay, and put the centimeter or meter when they give you. Another way we can use. Yeah, another way is there where you can find the perimeter is not only 2 pi r, we can say what? We can say pi d. Pi d. Why? Because see here, 2 pi r if you take, okay, 2 pi r if you take, always remember another thing, in a circle if you take from one end to another end of the circle, okay, from one end to the another end of the circle, if you have a straight line going like this through the center, passing through the center from one end to another end, if you have a straight line going, you call it as a diameter. Okay, you call it as a diameter. Diameter means it is equals to how much? D. Diameter means D. So this is known as diameter. Now let's say here you have, okay, here you have one radius and here you have another radius. Then what can you say about diameter? Diameter is a full straight line. So diameter equals to what then? Diameter equals to 2r. Right? Diameter means from this point to this point, I am going to take a straight line, that is diameter. Then if I have a radius here to here, I have two radius. Then it becomes equals to what? It becomes equals to the diameter. So diameter equals to how much? 2r. Diameter equals to 2r. So what can I do here? Instead of putting 2r, I can say d. I can say diameter. So here, if I take 2 pi r formula, instead of saying 2 and r, that means here 2r, no, instead of saying 2r, what can I say? It equals to diameter. Pi will remain as it is, while only 2r will become d. Then what's the formula? Pi d. Okay. Then what is your formula? Take the pi here and take the diameter here instead of 2r. Then what is it? It is pi d. Can you understand? If they give you diameter and instead of radius, you can put this perimeter equals to pi d, and then you can find the perimeter of the circle or the circumference of the circle. Did you understand? So always remember, instead of 2r, we are putting d, because 2r equals to d. So it will become pi d. So what are the two formulas to calculate the perimeter of a circle? It is basically perimeter equals to 2 pi r, and then, or you can say perimeter equals to pi d. Did you understand? Yes. Now what can you all do? You all have studied about all the basics of the perimeter. Now you all can go and do some questions to practice it off. Okay, to practice this, you can do some questions. Okay, see here the same stuffs. Can you all do these questions for me? Once you all have finished until 6, same here, I'll come to 7 as well. Okay, so can you all do all of these questions? Okay, to have a recall, I'll give you all like 10 minutes. Yeah. And guys, if you all want to get this tune, or if you all want to get this note, make sure to drop me a message so that I'll put it. Okay, like to this number. Okay. Okay, drop me a message to this number so that I will be sending you all the notes related to this chapter. Okay. And if you all want to join my classes also, you all can text to this number, WhatsApp message or something put so that you all can join. Okay. Okay. Then I'll go through the questions. You all do it. Okay, guys, now see here, okay? Now here, how are we going to calculate the length or the perimeter? How are we going to calculate the perimeter of this rectangle? Now here this 30 centimeter is the length and 20 centimeter is your breadth. Let's use the formula. Perimeter equals to 2L plus B. Right? Then what is L here? 30 centimeters. So put 30 here. Okay. So put 30 here and then you have to add. And then you have to add the breadth. What's the breadth here? It is 20 centimeter. Right. Now which one should we calculate? We have to calculate the brackets first and then only multiply. Why? Because whatever inside the brackets should be finished or completed first according to the BODMAS. Okay, BODMAS means brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So what comes first? It is brackets. So you all have to take the brackets first. So 30 plus 20 is 50. And here multiplication 2 into 50 is how much? Brackets means multiplication here, no? So 2 into 50 is how much? 100 centimeter is your answer for this rectangle. So the rectangle is how much? It is 100 centimeter. And then after that, what are we going to take? Let's go through the second one. Second one is square. In square, what can you do? What's the formula? Perimeter equals to 4a. Okay, perimeter equals to how much? It equals to 4a. So that 4 multiply by, here what is the a? Now you all know. Length of one side is a. So here 6 centimeter is your a. Okay, then 4 into 6 will give you how much? It will give you, yeah, 6 fours are 24 centimeter. So what is your answer here? So the answer you're going to get here is 24 centimeter. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go through our third question, which is a rectangle. A rectangle, what should you do? Here, is it an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or scalene triangle? Say me, what is it first? It is an equilateral triangle. Then what should you all do? All the sides will become equal in an equilateral triangle. So add all of this. Okay, here 15 means here also 15. Here also 15. Then what can you all say? All 15 no. So add 15. Take 115 and multiply it by 3. Because I have 3 times no. So 15 multiplied by 3. How much is 15 multiplied by 3? 45. Okay, 45 centimeter. Okay. Your answer will become 45 centimeter. Now, here, circle. How can you find the value of circle? Perimeter is equals to 2 pi r. So, 2 into pi is how much always? Always pi equals to how much? 22 over Yeah, what happened? Where did we leave actually? Here, right? So see here. Hmm. Yeah, 2 into 22 over 7, multiply it by your r. How much is r here? See, this is your radius, 8 centimeter, right? This is your radius, which is 8 centimeter. Then 22 over 7 into 8 will give you how much? Huh. Remember, when it comes to these types of calculations, don't go to multiply everything on the numerator and divide it by your denominator. Then everything will collapse. What you all have to do here is always simplify these types of questions where you have to cancel all top and the bottom parts by dividing. Always remember, simplifying happens in two ways, by multiplying and by dividing. So most of the time simplifying means you're making something smaller. How can you make something smaller? By dividing or multiplying? By dividing. So here I'm going to make it smaller by dividing it. So I have to cancel all of the numerators with the denominators. So here what can you do? Here, now say me girls, I told you all that first, right? But can you all say me here, do you have anything to cancel off? Now you all don't have anything to cancel off. In those situations, you all can multiply and take the answer by dividing. But when you have some numbers where you can simplify. But if you don't have it, just multiply and divide and take it. When the situation is not like that, you have to do like this only, by multiplying and dividing only. There are two situations. Okay, you will get the first one only all the time, simplifying. Sometimes you will get this. Okay, now see here, 2 into 22 is how much? 2 into 22 is yeah, 44. 44 into 8, how much is it? 44 into 8, let's multiply. I hope you all can see. 44 into 8. Let's multiply here. 8 fours are how much? 32. Here 32. Again 8 fours are 32. 32 plus 3 is how much? 35. 35. So 35. Okay. Then 352. Now 352, you all are going to divide it by what? Here 7. Then 352 divided by 7 is how much is it? Now don't go to take this thing. What is it? Now yeah, y'all can now do this. Okay, let's divide 352. Okay, 352. Let's divide by how much? 7. Okay, so in 3 do you have 7? No. In 35, how many 7 do you have? 5 times. 7 5s are 35. 35 minus 35, 0. Bring your 2 below, it will become 2. In 2, how many 7? Nothing. So you will put 0. Again 0. 7 zeros are 0. And 2 minus zeros are 0. 2. Again 2 minus zeros are 2. Again 2, do you have anything? No, then bring a 0 here. Okay, to bottom, bring a 0 here. Bring it and put a decimal here. 50 point. In 20, how many 7 do you have? 7 twos are 14 only you can take. Okay. 7 twos are 14 only you can take. Then what happens? Yeah. Then what happens? 20 minus 14 you will get around 6. Then again put 0. In 60 how many 7 do you have? Then you can take around 7 eights are how much? 56, no? So 56. So you can put here. 7 eights are 56. Again, you will get 40 like that. I think it will keep on going. Okay, so it will keep on going like that. Okay, it will keep on going like that. So that let's leave it like this. How much is it? 50.28. So the answer will become 50.28. So your answer will become how much? 50.28. Did you all understand? Yes, I'll erase this division. Okay. Wait. Yeah. I'll give you another question with different radius, okay? Different radius. Then I'll show how to simplify it. Yeah. Okay, now see here, I told you all right. Here, what will happen is instead of taking 8 centimeter, I am taking 21 centimeter. Then what will become? 2 pi r means 2 into 22 over 7 into what is your radius? Now 21. Then what will you do? All of these are in top 2, 22, 21. So this 7 is bottom. Which one can I cancel? Bottom and top. 7 1 times divide by 7 1 times. 21 divide by 7 is how much? That is 3 times. That is 3 times. Now say me 22 twos are 44. 44 threes are how much? 4 threes are 12. 4 threes are 12 plus 1 is 13. So 132 centimeter is your answer. Do you understand? Yeah. Here I took decimal as my answer, no? Previously 8 centimeter radius, 50.28. But what I can do is I can take mixed one also, mixed fraction. That one also we'll see later. Understood? Okay. This is an example, right? So I'll just erase it off. Okay, I'll just erase it off. Now, girls, see here. Okay, now see here. They have given you a question here, which is what? Now how to find the perimeter for this? Now remember like this. Here 20 centimeter. I have to take this part and this part. How much is the length? How can you do? Here 20 means, can't you all see here 20 means, can't you all see it is becoming something like this? Can't you all see it is becoming something like this here? It is short and tall, it doesn't matter. Short and tall doesn't matter. But what is happening? This is similar to this. This one is similar to this bottom one. So what? This bottom one is what? Equal to this top part. Can you see that? Both are same. And another one. See here 20 centimeter is your length. Breadth is also how much? It is also here 20 centimeter only. Okay. See. Wait a minute. See. Your breadth is also how much here? 20 centimeter. Then can you all see here? What can you all understand? This is a square. Square only all the four sides are equal. Here also 20, here also 20. So easily all can take the perimeter. Why? Here 20 bottom, top also will become, even though short and small, it doesn't matter. It is making a square. See, it is making a square. So top also 20. 20 centimeter. Again here 20 centimeter means, can you all see here? Can you all see here also, here and here? Both together are making, see below, making something like this, no? Making something like this, no? Making something like this, no? See? This red color one is becoming equal to this black color one. How? Both are what? Both are the same. They both are same. Tall, short, only difference. But both are same. So what can you say? Top 20, bottom 20, side 20. Okay. So right side 20 and left side 20. Then what's the formula you can use for this square? You all can just take all are 20 no? Then what can you say? You can say 20 multiplied by how many sides do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4 no. Then 20 into 4 are how much? 80 centimeter is your answer. Did you all understand? I'll give you all time. Okay. Okay, right now, girls, now see here. Okay, now see here. I've given you all some time now. Okay, now let's discuss this. Okay, where here they have given you this question. I'll erase this. Okay, I'll erase all of this. Now here, what is happening? Okay, here what is happening here is see here, this is this question. Okay, this one, this question. Okay, in this question they have given you here, see here, this is 15. If this is 15, here also what will happen, just like previous one, just it's tall and short. This is 15 means this is also at 15. Okay, 15. Then what can you say about this part? Here if it is 10 centimeter, then what about here? Huh? Then what about here? Here also it will become 10 centimeter only, but it is just that it is short and tall like this. Here 10 means here also it's becoming like that only. And here top in the bottom part 15 means up also it's 15 only. Can't you all see here it's becoming like a rectangle. Only measurement is different. So what can you say here? 10 and up 15. It's a rectangle where opposite angles are equal. Here 15 means here also bottom also 15. In here left side 10 centimeter means right side also 10 centimeter. So how much is your total? Let's say like this. 2L plus B. This is the formula for a rectangle, no? So equals to 2. What is the length? Okay. Okay. What is the length? Okay, equals to what is the length here? That is 15. Plus what is the breadth here? 10. Then first of all, do the brackets. 15 plus 10 is 25. And 2 multiplied by 25 is how much? 50. So what's your answer? 50 centimeter is your answer. Now did you all understand this? Did you all understand this? Shall I give time? Okay. Now see here. Let's go to the below question, the last one. Correct your answers. Now here, if you take this question, what can you do? Here it's 6 centimeter below. Then what can you say about this top part also? 6 centimeter. Here if it is 4 centimeter, top part will also become 4 centimeter. And mainly think here if it is 3 centimeter, they have told it's equal to this. Then this is also 3 centimeter equal to this. Then this is also 3 centimeter. Now, what is remaining here? Now the remaining part is this part. We have to find this part. Did you all understand the previous ones? Here they had given you 3 centimeter which is equal to this 3 centimeter and here also 3 centimeter because they are equal. This sign is here, equal sign. And bottom 4 means top also here 4. Bottom 6 means here it will become 6. So I covered here too. Okay. So I covered from here to here to here, here to here. And here also 6. You all know that. Here also until here 6. We can't take 4 because here it's dotted line. Below dotted line we can't take. Now this part how to find? This part how to find? This part if you want to find, what can you do here? You know, right? Here if you take, this is a triangle in dotted shape, this is a triangle. Triangle, in your previous grades you all have studied about Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem means if you have a triangle and here in a triangle always you will have the angle. What's the angle? 90 degrees. Then the angle 90 degrees opposite you will always have what? And if the angle is 90 degrees, this is a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, what can you say? The opposite side will become your hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. So this is a hypotenuse side. So to find your value of this hypotenuse side, what should you do? Take this side and make it a squared. It will become 3 squared. And this bottom part also you have to take it and make it as a squared. Okay. And add this and this together. When you add this and this squares together, you will get this hypotenuse. Did you understand? So how can you do that? You can say this hypotenuse side, I'll take it as y. I'll take it as y. So y, put squared always. Y squared equals to 3 squared plus 4 squared. Then how much will you all get? Then you all will get y squared equals to how much is 3 squared? 3 into 3 is a 9. So put 9 plus 4 into 4 is a 16. So put 16. Then 9 plus 16 is how much? 25. 25. But here you all forgot, no? Here y squared equals to 25. Then if you want to find the value of y, which is your hypotenuse, what can you do? Take this square to this side. Then y squared will become a square root like this. When you take square to other side, it will become square root. So what can you say? Square root of 25 is how much? 25 square root is 5. 5 into 5 only will give you 25. So the square root of 25 is how much? 5 centimeter. This is your answer for y. So what is y? Your hypotenuse. Then what can you say here? This hypotenuse will become how much? It will become 5 centimeter. Finally we found out the value of this. The value of this will become how much? It will become 5 centimeter. Now did you all find everything here? See perimeter? Yeah. Now you all can add all of it and find it. How? Perimeter of this figure equals to, take this, okay, take this 4 plus this side 3, okay, this side 3, and at this bottom 6, and at this side how much? 3, and at the bottom 6, plus at this 5 here in the corner, which we found now, plus this corner 3. Done ne? Yeah, done. Now add all of it and say me what's the value of this? Okay, I'll give time. Say me. 30, right? Yeah. 30 centimeter will become your answer for this. Okay, I'll give you all time. Did you all understand? Okay, guys, now let's finish this off and let's go through our next part. Okay. Now see here, okay, now see here, we are going to study about something known as a sector of a circle. Okay, so we are going to study about the sector of a circle. Now, if you take a sector of a circle, means here you have a circle, right? When you have a circle and in that circle, remember that if you have a part, just a small part of it, okay, just a part of the circle where, okay, from the center, okay, from the center to one part of the to center, from center to one part of that circle, okay, if there is a line going, what do we call it as? Radius, like that, or we can even call it as a radii. Okay, we can even call it as a radii. Okay, so when you have a part of the circle where it is covered by or bounded by two radii like this, and an arc like this, you call this, okay, then you call this part as a, what you call this part as a sector of a circle. You call this part as a sector of a circle. You have a circle. In that circle, what are you going to do? From center, you will have what? To the point on the circle, you will have a radii like this, and another radii also will be here like this. And when you have this part of the circle covered or bounded by these two radii and this arc, you call this part as a sector of a circle. You call this part as a what? This part as a sector of a circle. Did you all understand? And if you all take arc, what is an arc? Arc means the small curve that you have. That is the arc. Or you can say from this whole circle. What is this? What do we call this? That whole perimeter of the circle? Circumference. From this whole perimeter of the circle, if I take a small part like this, if I take a what? If I take a small part like this, you call it as a what? You call it as an arc. You call it as an arc, like a curve. Basically, a normal curve like this. Okay, a curve is known as an arc, or from your circumference, if you have a small part like this, a curve going like this, you call it as a arc. Arc is a part of a circumference. Okay. Now we were speaking about radii. We were speaking about sector of a circle. No. So what is a sector of a circle? Sector of a circle means you will have two radii which is covered. Okay, you will have two radius which is covering your what? Covering here a part of your sector. Okay, which is covering your part, okay, of the circle. Then you also have an arc here, then you call this whole part as a sector. Okay, always remember that whenever you have a circle, in between you have a center. If you have one and another radii like two radii, and with an arc covering it, you call this part as a sector of a circle. Okay, you call this as a sector of a circle. So always remember that. Did you all understand? Okay, you have a part of this circle, where you have it covered by, part of a circle covered by two radii, and an arc like this. Then you call this part of a circle as sector of a circle. Sector of a circle. It can even happen like this: one radii, another radii, and arc, like this. So this is also a sector. Okay, so this is also a sector. And again here and here another sector. Like that, you can have several sectors. Okay, always remember that. Okay. Now, this is a sector now, and I told about radii also. So here, can you say me two radii? One is RS and the other one is ST. These are the two radii here, and this is your arc. So this pizza-like shape is there. No, this is your sector of the circle. And another one, if you take another part which is known as angle at the center. Okay, angle at the center means, see here, between these two radii, one angle is here. No, this angle is known as angle at the center. This angle is known as an angle at the center. What can you say? If you have an angle between two radii like this, okay, that angle is called as, that angle is called as an angle at the center. Or you can even say theta. See here they have given theta. See here. This is a theta. You take it like this and put like this. Okay. This is a theta. Remember, this is your theta. Angle at the center, we can even call it as what? We can even call it as theta. Both are same. This symbol is known as theta or angle at the center. Do you understand? Yeah. Now girls, see here. Another one is if you take an angle at the center, always it can have a value. Okay, it can have a value from what? Value from 0. Okay, it can have value from 0 to 360. From 0 to 360 degrees, it can have value. Why? Always, if you take angle around the point, how much is it? Angle around the point. This is a point in a circle, no? Angle around the point is how much? 360 degrees. If angle around the point is 360 degrees, here we are taking this angle here, no? So it can have what? It can have a value from 0 to 360. It can have value from 0 to 360. Okay, now see here. If you take sectors also, we have some special sectors, guys. Okay, what are the special sectors that you all can have is, now here we only saw like a small part, like a pizza part. But if you take this circle and if you get something like this, half of the circle, if you get something like this, like a half of the circle, you call it as a, what you call, like this half of the circle, you call it as a semicircle. Half of the circle is known as a semicircle. So that is also one type of a sector. That is also one type of a sector. What is it? If it is a semicircle, yes. If it is a semicircle, then it is also a special type of a sector. Okay. See, half of the circle is known as a semicircle. It's also a special type of a sector. But what will become its angle at the center? Half circle, how much is the angle at the center? 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Why 180 degrees? Whole circle 360 means half means divide 360 by 2, which is 180. 180. That's one type. This is like this. You will have several types. Like let's speak about another one more. Okay. Now let's go to the other type of the sector, which is called as quarter circle. That means if you take this sector, if you take this circle, if you have like this, if you have from center, if you have 90 degrees, from center, if you have like 90 degrees shape right angle, okay, 90 degrees shape right angle, then you call it as what? A quarter circle. You call it as a quarter circle. Why? Because if you take, okay, from here to here right angle where it has a 90 degrees, then you call it as a quarter circle. Quarter circle is another type of a special sector. Even what is it? You can say it's the 1/4 of the circle, right? It is your 1/4 of the circle. Remember that it is your 1/4 of the circle. 1/4 of the circle. Okay, that is known as a quarter circle. When you have a 90 degrees right angle, you call it as a quarter circle. Quarter circle is another type of a special sector, which is 1/4 of the circle. Guys, what? Why are we saying it as a quarter circle? By the way, oh, you can say 1/4 of the circle. Why are they saying 1/4? Because 90 degrees means how much is it? 90 degrees means from your circle, from between. This is half means semicircle. I am taking here this one part. So what will happen here also? Then how much is it? Here, if I take another one. This is what? From 360, if you are dividing it into what? 4 parts, then how much will you get? One part will become how much? Yeah, one part will become how much? It will become 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees. One part of the circle is 90 degrees always. Remember that. That's what we say 1/4. Okay, 1/4. Girls, now let's go through our arc length. Okay, let's go through something known as an arc length. So, say me, what is an arc length? Arc length means now I told no in this circle. Now, when I am taking a sector like this curved part or part of this circumference is known as your arc. So, if this is arc, if any length I am giving for this, like 10 centimeter, 2 centimeter, like that, if I give any length for this, that length of the arc is known as arc length. That length of the arc is known as arc length. Remember, whenever you have an arc, if they give an length to this arc, to this curve, if they give a length like 7 centimeter, you call it as a arc length. Okay, see here, this is known as an arc length. And you all know this side is your what? Always like normal thing on it. Like from center now we take, so this is however what? A radius r. Here also this is a radius r. Okay. Now, how to find the arc length? How to find the arc length for this? Remember, if you want to always remember, okay, always remember, if you want to find the arc length of a sector of a circle, what should you do? You should take, okay, you should first of all see. you should first of all see, I'm going to take this arc now. So you should first of all see that how much of the circle are we taking. That means here if you take, this is your angle at the center, no? Okay, angle at the center, no? So this angle at the center, how much are we taking, like 45 degrees or 90 degrees, okay, or is it 30 degrees, like that we have to see this part, how much are we taking that angle, because from circle now we are taking, from the circle we are taking this much. So how much are we taking in between that angle, we have to always see. To get this measure, to take the measurement of arc length, we should first of all see how much of this angle are we taking, how much of the circle are we taking. We are taking 45 degrees of the circle, 30 degrees of the circle, like that we have to say. So how can you take? Let's say 45 degrees means you have to say 45 degrees out of 360 degrees. So what do we call this angle? This 45 degrees, how do we call it? Angle at the center. Angle at the center means what's the symbol we use? Theta. Then instead of 45, what can we say? Theta over 360 degrees. So how much of the circle are we taking? This much of theta over 360 degrees. Okay. And then after that we are saying, from what are we taking? From what are we taking 45 degrees? From this whole circle. From this whole circle now I am taking, we can say the circumference. That means the perimeter of the circle. From this whole circumference only we are taking 45 degrees. We are taking 90 degrees. Did you understand? So from the circumference if you are taking, what is that formula we give for circumference of the circle? That is 2 pi r. Then theta over 360 is how much of the circle are we taking? From means multiply. From the whole circumference. What's the whole circumference formula? 2 pi r. So what is the formula of arc length? Theta over 360 into 2 pi r. Theta over 360 into 2 pi r. Do you understand how did we got it? Uh, Always remember that to find the arc length, we can't just take it. Always understand, then memorize it. Then you won't, forget. But you have to study again and again. That's another part. Okay, so what are you going to do? Arc length means we have to see, I'm taking this arc length, but from how much of the circle am I taking it? Like, is it 60 degrees, 75 degrees, or 30 degrees, or 45 degrees? From how much am I taking this? And if I say 40 degrees means out of what? 360 only I'm taking it. So what can you say about this 40 degrees? This is the angle at the center. So symbol for the angle at the center is how much? That is that is theta. So theta over 360. How much of the circle are we taking for this arc length? From our, what is it? From our circle, or from the perimeter of the circumference. Perimeter of the circle. From our perimeter of the circle means circumference. From our circumference, how much are we taking? For circumference, we say 2 pi r is the formula. So theta 360 from 2 pi r. This is the formula for your arc length. This is the formula. Theta over 360 into 2 pi r. Understood? See, arc length equals to theta over 360 into 2 pi r. Theta over 360 means how much of the circle are we taking? 2 pi r means the whole circumference. From what are you taking it? Okay, girls. Now what am I going to do here is, okay, what am I going to do here is I'm going to do an example. Now see the example. They are asking you that this is a shaded figure. They have given you a sector of a circle. Now they are asking you what the angle at the center is. Theta is how much? 45 degrees. Radius is how much? 7 centimeter. So what fraction of the circumference of the circle is the, okay, what fraction is the circumference of the circle in the figure is the arc length of the shaded figure. Okay, so how can you calculate? They are asking you what is it? Huh? What are they asking you? They are asking you what fraction of this whole of this circumference means from the circle of the circle, okay, in the figure is your arc length. Okay, in the figure is your arc length. That means how much of the circle are you taking? How much of the circumference from the circumference of your circle? This is your circumference, no girls? From the circumference of the circle, how much, how much of the circle are you taking? How much of the circle are you taking? That's what they are asking. But write it as a fraction. Write it as a fraction means they are asking about this theta. So how can you write 45 degrees but out of 360? But girls, remember you can't leave it like this, simplify it. 45, if you divide by which number can you take? Both the numbers. 9. 9 divided by 45 divided by 9 is 5. 360. If I take 36, 36 divided by 9 is 4. 0 is here. Again, 5 divided by 40. Then 5 divided by 5 is 1. 40 divided by 5 is how much? That is 8. So what is your fraction? 1 over 8. 1 over 8 of the circle only we are taking as a arc length of our figure. Did you understand? Did you understand? See here, 45 over 360 equals to 1 over 8. Right? You understood, right? Okay. Now they are asking you, okay, now they are asking you here to find the arc length of the sector. How to find the arc length? What's the formula? Arc length, remember. What can you do here? Arc length is equals to, first of all, this 45 degrees is your theta. 7 centimeter is your radius. Then arc length equals to how much? Theta over 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Theta is how much here? Angle at the center is 45 degrees over 360 degrees into 2 into how much is pi? Always take pi as what? They will give you here, take it as 22 over 7. Okay, always you have to take it as a 22 over 7. I have given here. Okay, so 22 over 7 into what is your radius? They have given it is 7 centimeter. Now cancel everything. Okay, for again 45 360, what is the simplified answer? I took 1 over 8. No, I'll put 1 over 8. Okay, easy. Instead of that, I'll put 1 over 8 then. That means now I am putting, y'all don't put. Okay, then easy. Otherwise, I have to simplify it. Otherwise, I'll do like this itself. Okay, let's do 45 over 360. Now, by which one can you divide? See here, bottom 7, top 7. So, you have to cancel it off. Okay. And after that, what can you do here? 45, how many times can you divide by 9? 5 times. 36 by 4 times. 5 over 40 means 5 divided by 5 is 1. 40 divided by 5 is 8. And here 2 and 8. 8 divided by 8 is 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Again here 22 divided by 2 is 11. 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's it, no? We cancelled everything, right? Then the answer you will get is how much? What is remaining here? Yeah, now what is remaining here? Where is it? Yeah, so the answer that you will get is how much? 11 over 2 is only remaining. 11 over, where is that 2? Here. 11 over 2 is only remaining. Then 11 divided by 2 is how much? In decimal? 5.5. Okay, you can take 5.5. Otherwise, in fractions also, you can leave it like here 11 over 2, no. So put 2 in the bottom. 2, if you multiply by what will you get 11? You can't multiply by anything. You can only multiply, you can't take 11. You can take 10. 2 multiplied by 5 will give you 10. So put here 5. And after that, how much is remaining? Then 5 twos are 10. 1 is remaining. Put 1 in the top. So answer can become 5.5 or it can become 5.5. Understand? Like, did you all understood? See here. This is your answer. Don't forget to put centimeter. 5.5 centimeter. Or 5.5 centimeter. Don't forget that, okay? Okay. Do. Okay, now see here. Okay, now let's go to the second example. So in the second example, they are saying you to find the arc length of the sector of this figure is 44 centimeter. They have already given what is it, mark it. Okay, they have already given the arc length of the sector is how much this is. Okay, so the arc length of the sector is basically how much they have given you. It is a 44 centimeter. They have given you the sector of the circle is the arc length of the sector is how much. It is 44 centimeter. When the arc length is 44 centimeter and they have given you the angle at the center is how much, 120 degrees. Okay, and then angle of the center is 120 degrees. Arc length is 44 centimeter. Now find the radius of the corresponding circle. So, okay, radius of the corresponding circle. If you want to find it, how can you find it? You can use your formula and then you can find it. You can use the formula and then you can find it. Now see here. Arc length of the sector is equals to, what's the formula? Theta over 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Okay, into 2 pi r. So how much is the arc length? That is 44 centimeter equals to, how much is your angle at the center? 120 degrees over 360 into 2 into 22 over 7 is your pi into what's your radius? You don't know. So keep it like it is. And then what can you do here? Now 44 equals to, first of all, cancel all this in the right hand side. Cancel all the ones that you have in the right hand side. Now 120 divided by 360. By which number? By 12 you can divide. 12, if you divide, 0 and 0 cancel. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 12 3s are 36. And here 7, can you cancel by anything? No. You can't cancel. So anything else to cancel? No. Then what can you do? 2 is in the top into, yeah, 2 into how much? 22 into r. Okay. Over 3 into 7. Then what can you do? Now here if you take 2 into 22 is how much? 2 into 22, it will become 44. Then I'll put 44 into r. So 44 into r is how much? 44 r. So I'll put 44 r. Now here, always remember, okay, another thing. Here 7 3s are how much? 21. So put 21. Okay, I'm just substituting. Okay, now what you all can do here is, now here you have in the right hand side, or you can say in this side. Okay, in this side you're having 44r over 21 means here you have r, right? Near r 44, what did you do for to become 44r? You multiplied, no? So if you are multiplying something here, now I have to find r. If I have to find r separately, I have to take it to the right hand side to separately. So I am taking it here as r. Now here 44 into r I multiplied, no. So I have to take all these numbers to the other side. 44 already we had here, no, keep it as it is. But others I have to take it for here near the r I had 144 and bottom 21. I have to take it to the other side. What can I do? 44r, how did you get? By multiplying. So if you take it to other side, it will become what? Division. 44. And here 21, what did you do? Divided. When you're taking it to other side, it will become multiplication. Always remember that. Whenever you want to subject something, whenever you want to take something to the another side, what you have to do is you have to see near r what do you have with the 44 multiplication sign. When I'm taking it to the other side, it will become division. And then when it comes to 21, I was dividing it. When I'm taking it to the other side, it will become what? Multiplication. Also, whatever you had here in the top, when you're taking it to other side, it will become bottom. Whatever you had in the bottom, when you're taking it to the other side, it will become what? To the top. To the top. Always remember that. Whatever you had in the others, whatever you had on the top, when you are taking it to the other side, it will become bottom. Whatever you had in the bottom, when you are taking it to the other side, it will become top. It will become top. Now, finally, what should we do? We have to cancel this off. 44 bottom and top, divide by 44 one times. Then what is remaining here? Only 21 is remaining. So R becomes equals to how much? 21 centimeter. Did you all understand? R will become equals to 21 centimeter. Okay, that's how you all have to do. Not only R, for theta, for anything that they ask you, do like what I told you now. Top will become bottom, bottom will come to top when you are taking it to the other side. Multiplication will become division, division will become multiplication. If you think that multiplication division is getting confused for you, use top and bottom rule. Whatever in tops will become bottom when you are taking it to other side. Whatever in bottom will become top to the when you are taking it to the other side. You all understand? See here, properly it's written 21 centimeter. If you want this, you can see this. If you want top part, see the top part. I'll give time. Okay, now let's move to the next example. Now see this example. Now they have given you the arc length of the sector in the figure is 11 centimeter. Now let's mark everything. So what is the arc length they have given you here? It is actually yeah, arc length is how much that they have given you here is 11 centimeter. Now radius is 9 centimeter. Now what should you do? Find out the angle at the center of the sector. That means you have to find this part, theta part. Right. Now let's go and do it. How can you do? Use the arc length formula. Okay. Arc length formula. Let's say that how much is radius? 9 centimeter. How much is the arc length? Arc length is 11 centimeter. Now let's use the arc length formula. Arc length equals to theta over 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Then pi equals to 22 over 7. You all should remember this. Arc length is how much now? 11. Write it. How much is theta? Don't know. 360. Into 2 into pi is 22 over 7. How much is the radius? 9 centimeter. Now here, let's cancel all of the things we can do like this. Okay, whatever here you can cancel. Okay, cancel it off. And then go to this side. And then go to this side. Understand? Okay. Now let's take this here. Okay, now let's take this. Here, what can you cancel? 2 and 360, you can cancel it off, right? So here, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 36 divided by 2 is how much? 18. Put the 0 also. Again, here 180 and 9 you can cancel. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 180 divided by 3 is how much? 60. And then 18 divided by 3 is 6. 0 is here, so I have put the 0. And again, 22 and 60 also I can cancel it off, right? Yeah. So by which number? 2. So 2 divided by 22 divided by 2 is 11. 60 divided by 2 is how much it is? 30. Okay. It is 30. And then again, which one can you do? 30 and 3 you can cancel. 1, 3 divided by 3. 1. 30 divided by 3 is 10. And then what is remaining? Remaining is 11 theta, again 11, again 7 division. You have to always see it. Otherwise, mistake. If I haven't seen this 30 and 3, what would happen? Gone. Everything is gone. If I didn't cancel it off. Right? It's important to simplify. Alright. Now it is equals to how much? 11 here. Here, 11 multiplied by theta is 11 theta over bottom. What did you have? 7. So divide by 7. Now what can you say? Theta here. What did I told you all previously? Whatever top when you want to subject something. Now I want to separate this theta here like this. When I want to separate this theta like this, I have to take this 11 and I have to take this 7 to this other side. When I want to take these to the other side, what will happen? I have to take whatever top to the bottom, bottom to the top. But this 11 is already the same. So don't worry about that. 11. Here 11 was where? In the top. So it will become bottom 11. And this 7 was what? Bottom. Take it here to the upwards. Then it will become multiply by 7. Division 7, no. So if you take it to this side, it will become multiplication 7. Here the 11 multiplied by theta means multiplication 11, no. It will become division 11. Did you understand? Huh. Now cancel 11 and 11. And the answer is how much? Wait a minute, we forgot one thing. See, 10 was also here. The bottom, not only 7, 10. Then what will I do? In 7, okay, 10 also was there. Then in top, what will happen? 10 bottom means top it will become 10 again. Now what is remaining? 11 and 11 cancel means 7 into 10 only remaining. Then it will become 70 degrees is your theta. Did you understand? I don't know if we forgot means what will happen. This 10 I forgot. That's the reason. It was here in the bottom. I didn't see it. So here I didn't put that 10. Now I did. So when I'm taking it to other side, this 10 will go to here. 10 and then when I cancel 7 into 10 will give you 70 degrees. So your answer is 70 degrees. Did you understand? See this? If you all want a clear one, you can see this. So if you don't have this note, please make sure to ask me. It will be useful for you all. Okay, it will be useful. Wait a minute. See here. If you want, you can find the arc length like this. Perfect one. Okay, if you want clear one, you can use this. Mine was scribble, no? Okay, so use this. Is it okay? Did you all right? I'll send this. Take a screenshot or something. Yeah. Okay. If you all ask me to stop, I would stop. Done? Okay. Now, girls, see here, please make sure to do these exercises. Okay, make sure to do these exercises. Okay, do these exercises. Do the exercises. Shall we do it together? Okay. Now, see here. Now see here. Here they are asking you, exercise number 2, they are asking you, this is about arc length. So you all have to find the arc length. Okay, you all have to find the arc length. Why? Because they are speaking about, we studied about the arc length, right? Now see here, how to find the arc length of this sector. Say me how to find the arc length of this sector. That is you can say what's the formula? Arc length equals to theta over 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Okay, so theta is how much? See, it's 90 degrees. So 90 over 360 degrees into 2 into pi is always 22 over 7. Okay, into multiply it by r. How much is r they have given here? 7. Okay, so 7 and 7 bottom top cancel. Okay, 90 divided by 360. So how much? 90 divided by 90 is 1. 360 divided by 90 is how much? It is 4. And then bottom 4 and up to 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now 2 and 22. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Now nicely see anything remaining. Only 11. Am I correct? Yes, right? 11. So what's the answer of this arc length? That is 11 centimeter. Okay, 11 centimeter. Okay, so the answer is 11 centimeter. Okay, finish, do the other one. Okay, then now let's do this. I wrote this, right? I'll erase it. Now see here second question, this one. Here they have given you again what's the this is 28 centimeter. Remember now nicely see this one. They have given you 28 centimeter, which is not your radius. See how they have given it. You see it is your diameter. If this is your diameter, then radius is 28 divided by 2. Okay, radius is 28 divided by 2 is how much? 14. So 14 centimeter is your radius. Right. Now let's do arc length equals to theta. Okay. Arc length equals to theta over 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Now, how much is the theta? Always, this is a semicircle, no? So, it's always 180 degrees. Half of the circle. It's always 180 degrees. Okay, now what can you say? This is 180 degrees. 180 degrees over 360 into 2 into 22 over 7 into radius is how much? 14. Now cancel. 180 divided by 360. Which number? By 18 you can. 180 you can divide. 180 divided by 181. 360 divided by 182 times. Okay. And then 2 here bottom and up cancel. 7 1 times divided by 7. 14 divided by 7 2 times. Now 2 divided by 2 1. 22 divided by 2 11. Again, what's the answer? You get 11 centimeter. 11 centimeter is your answer. And then now let's go towards this third one. Here in this third one, they are asking you, see, do you all have the radius? Yes, radius is 10.5. But let's make it into proper one. 10.5 means, let's make, decimal is hard. Let's use fraction. 10.5 means it's 10 and half. 10 and half means if you convert it into a fraction, this mixed to a fraction, what will become? 10 multiplied by 2 is 20 plus 1 is 21 over 2 is your answer for your radius. 21 over 2 is your radius. And then now theta do you have? Now you all will say theta is how much? 3 it is 60 degrees. No, it's wrong. This outside, I want inside. That's my angle. So, to get inside, what should I do? Here you all will go wrong. That's what I told. That is, angle around the point is 360. Minus it by this outside 60. So, you will get how much? 300 degrees is your theta. 300 degrees is your theta. Now we found everything. Shall we do? Yes. Okay. So what can you say? Arc length equals to theta or 360 into 2 pi r. How much is theta? 300. You all put the formula all the time. 300 over 360 into 2 into 22 over 7 into r is, I told, 21 over 2. 21 over 2. Then here if you cancel 300 and 360, 0, 0, cancel. 30 means how many times? In 6 we can take. 5 times. 36, 6 times. 6 and 2 we can divide. 2 divided by 2, 1. 6 divided by 2, 3. And then 7 here bottom, 1 time, 21, 3 times. This up 3 and bottom 3 we can cancel. And then bottom 2 times 1, 2 times 2 divided by 22 divided by 2 is 11. And then what do you have as the remaining? 5 and 11. 5 multiplied by 11 is how much? 55 centimeter will become your answer. Okay, 55 centimeter. Now the last one, that is again, how much is your theta? This is correct. 36 degrees. Radius 3.5, but let's do it in fraction. It will become 3.5 will become 3 and a half. 3 and a half means 3 twos are 6 plus 1 is 7. Then 7 over 2. Now again, arc length equals to theta over 360. Okay, arc length equals to theta over 360. And then into 2 pi r. Let's say theta is how much? 36 over 360 degrees into 2 into 22 over 7 into how much is the radius? 7 over 2. Then if you cancel 36 and 360, 36 divided by 36, 1, 360 divided by 36, 10, and here 7 and 7 cancel, 2 times 1, 2 times 11, 2 and 10 if you take 2 divide by 2, 1, 10 divide by 2, 5. Then what is remaining? 11 divide by 5. Am I right? 11 divide by 5. That's what which is remaining, right? 11 divided by 5 is how much? 5.5 centimeter. Okay. So you will get around how much? Yeah, you will get around 5.5 centimeter. Don't forget it. Okay. That's it. Now you all do it. Okay. I'll give some time. Okay, guys, so I think you all might have finished. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. Let's see in our next revision and paper series. Okay, so if anyone who is there, who have not, like studied this, please make sure to watch the recording. Okay, so if anyone who wants to join my class, please make sure to message number on the screen so that you can join it. And if you all don't have the tute or the notes, make sure to ask it. And if you all want to join the group, also let me know. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say. And then that's it for today. And I hope that you all got something out of this session. Okay. Okay. So I hope you all got something out of this session. So let's see in next session. Okay. That's it for today. Take care. Bye. Okay. Bye, guys.